Yes or no is a complete statement, and today we are going to be talking about setting boundary. And when we set boundary, it makes us, like a person of principle, that you're a principle person. You know what you want, and you know your limits, and you just have a set way of life. That you live, and you are very honest to yourself and transparent, and this help in life, to protect from getting into trouble. And my name is Dr. Debbie. I'm a mental clinician, and today we are going to be talking about setting boundaries. That is just the word yes or no, which is a complete statement on its own. So, what are you saying yes to, if I may ask, and what are you saying no to? Are you saying yes to opportunities in life, to growth, to adventures? Or are you just saying yes to pleasing people? You know in your inner heart, in your heart of your heart, that the answer, that what you meant to say is no. But because you cannot set boundary, you are pressured, to say yes, even though it is contrary to to the being truthful to yourself. And then when we say no, it's just a way of setting, boundary in a healthy way, in a respectful way, to protect yourself, to protect your integrity. Or you are just saying yes because you don't want to offend people, because you don't want to encounter people's negative emotion, you don't want people to be angry with you, and then you just have to say yes when you meant to say no. I remember, when we were kids, we have this rhyme that we used to say that, that you should just always be honest. And when it's situation demands that you say no, that you say yes, and never say yes when you meant to say no. And that principle is really, really very important and essential, because as we said, it's guard, our integrity, and it's help, to protect us from trouble. What about, like as parents, to kids, we have children, they have their own choices in life to make as well. And probably it's about whatever, maybe their career in life. They have, the responsibility, to make choices of what they want in life, because they are individual in their life. Once they are no longer kids, they have reached maturity and get to the age, of making choices in life, maybe life careers, choosing spouses, and yeah, career, study, and all that. We are just there as parents, as resource to them, to guide them. Yes, we have more experience than them in life, but this is their own life. We have lived our own life, and we should not expect, our children to live our own life. Maybe, the accomplishment that we look forward to, like, oh, I wish I was able to become a doctor, and if I'm not able to fulfill that, then I want my children to live that life for me. And I pressure them that no, I'm not going to support any other cause that you do in life if you don't become a doctor. So if it is easy to become there and an individual, instead of, passing your wishes to your children, why don't you go through the hardship of studying to become a doctor, or to become a lawyer, or to become an engineer? So everyone in life, we have a life purpose. We have some desires that we want to accomplish. And in the world we live now, there is nothing, that one cannot accomplish if we put our hearts to do it. It may take time, it may be tough, but definitely, yeah, we will do it if we put our hearts to do it. And we should not, force our own wishes on our children, but we should honor and respect, their decisions, their choices, with guiding them, praying for them, directing them, and sharing our experiences with them, of how it can help, and give them time, to deliberate or think about whatsoever, they have shared with us, instead of, crossing that boundary not respecting their boundary. And it is okay, you know, to say no. Like I said, no is a complete statement. Yes, it's a complete statement. So it is important in a respectful way, you know, to honor people boundaries. And as I said, you know, not able to say no to some people, like in the place of work, you know, a lot of pressure, you know, ending up with high level of stress in some people that have given them, you know, some health issues, you know, like some people, because, you know, they don't have time, you know, to rest, you know, working back to back. Some people, even in a full year, they may not have the opportunity because of the demand of work. They continue to push their vacation, their break time, you know, to the coming year. Who tells you that you are going to be alive till the next year? Even the way you are not setting healthy boundaries for yourself, you are injuring your life. You are impacting your life negatively. You are cutting your life short because you are overrunning your body, your system, your organs. And you know, later, sooner or later, you are going to be having some health issues. So it is important we set boundaries. Healthy boundaries. Yes is yes, no is no. You are the one that knows the way your body is feeling. You know, your place of work, they don't know you're having the headache, the body aches, not able to sleep well, and all the concerns. And before you know it, the blood pressure is spiking, high blood pressure, diabetes is coming in, the heart is failing, kidney is having issues because you cannot set boundaries. You cannot say no. We met money in this world, and money continue to be. It's just a means of exchange, and we should not let any currency, you know, destroy our life, destroy our health, even our mental health. You know, and a lot of people, because they cannot set healthy boundaries, they, you know, their mental health, like maybe self-medicating, you know, with some medications that are not being prescribed because they don't even have time to attend to their health, you know, to book an appointment with their doctors, with their physician, their clinicians, and to check up what is going on and give themselves, you know, that break that their body deserves. And before they know it, it has wrecked a lot of people's life. It has, you know, some people, you know, health, their mental health, and even integrity. You know, people come to you, you know, with one conspiracy or the other, and when you meant to say no, you say yes. Yes, and at the end of the day, the integrity. Some people have gone to jail because they don't know how to say no, because they cannot maintain, you know, they cannot set boundaries, you know, to help their own integrity, to protect, you know, their integrity. They do not even have respect for themselves and stand by their word that this is what I mean and I stand by it. And it's just, you know, because they are not honest to themselves. They are not being sincere to themselves. But it's very important, you know, that, as I always say, self-love. You love yourself above every other person so that you don't put yourself into trouble. All the people that you are afraid to say no to when it backfires on your health and you are dealing with all those health issues, they are not going to be there to support you. It's going to be your own baggage. It's going to be your own load. When it ends up, you know, with your mental health, they are not going to be there for you. It's going to become your own cup of tea. So self-love, self-love, and take care of yourself, and be truthful to yourself, and be honest to yourself. And no is a complete statement, yes is a complete statement. But by setting boundaries, know the right time, you know, to say whichever one. What about relationship between spouses, you know, partners, husband and wife, you know, that you cannot honor, you know, respect each other's boundary, you know, situation, your communication, your interactions, you know, in things that brings you together. When we whosoever, either of the partners say yes, let that yes, let's respect that yes, and agree with them. And when they say no, yes, there are other times, you know, the family, you are together for a long time, it's a life journey. So when they say no this time around, that is not the end of the world. Nothing is going to happen. Yeah, and other time they are going to say yes. But when they are putting down their feet this time around, that it is no, let's respect, you know, that choices, and respect the boundary, and, you know, for people to continue to live, you know, a happy life. That's not because, you know, they're afraid of your emotions, they don't want to offend you, because they are frowning your face, and then you pressure them, you know, you compel them to say yes, even though within them they want to say no. So we should learn to respect one another's boundaries. It is really, really important, as I've said. And you know, like I said, yes or no is a complete statement. As we said this, you know, we don't get into wrong relationship. Some people, they've gone into some association, you know, of friends, of colleagues, of peers, that are really, really wrong association, wrong relationship, even, you know, in love affair, that when you cannot say yes, you see all the warning sign, and then but because you don't have an integrity, you know, to protect, or you don't want the person to be angry and all that, and you're afraid, you know, to say no when you, and you go ahead and you say yes. So it's very easy to maintain a boundary if you are somebody of yourself that you honor your boundary. It just needs discipline and being sincere, being yourself, being honesty, and that you're a principled person. And later or sooner, people will get to know that this is who you are, and people will start to respect your boundary, and they know, you know, even if it is at the place of work, they know that when you say no, you meant no. But when you're at work, you are not the one that is going to be pretending, the one that is going to be dodging responsibilities. When the work is there, it is there, and people will respect you. When you say no, they know that your no is no. So it's very important, you know, that we should respect, you know, people's boundaries, you know, and setting boundaries. It helps us. It's make us to have, you know, a world that is less chaotic, you know, a happy place, because we are not afraid of one another. We are able to, from the heart, you know, to be open to one another, to be sincere with one another. We are not pretending, and definitely, you know, the productivity is going to increase, because we know when A says A, it is a complete. When A says no, it is a complete statement, and when B says yes, it is a complete statement. And it is my own turn today of saying no, then tomorrow I may say yes. And if it is your own turn today of saying no, yes, yes, and then tomorrow it may be no. And we just, you know, when we set boundaries, and we respect people boundaries, it makes us, you know, to have an honest, you know, premise, you know, to relate together, to interact together, and, you know, we are sincere, we are open. It's going to be a transparent world without any deception, and this will give us peace of mind. It will increase, you know, our happiness level, because we know we are transparent, we are being honest to one another. And of course, it's going to impact, you know, positively productivity at home, and relationship too, positive relationship between spouses, in the family, with our children, with our peers, with our colleagues, with our co-workers, in the society, in the community. And of course, our mental health, of course, our health. We are going to live healthy, we are going to be happy. I hope you learned something. My name is Dr. Debbie, your mental clinician, and all my goal is about positive mental health, and this video is for educational purposes, so that we have a happy place, a happy premise, you know, to continue to enjoy life. Please like, comment, and share this video. Until my next video, have a positive mental health. Bye.